Welcome back to Newstalgia, the show where we find out what happens when something old becomes something new. This week, I'll be talking about Borderlands. I still remember when Borderlands 1 first came out. It was such an interesting experience. I wasn't very familiar with looter shooters at the time, and just the humorous tone and beautiful design of this world blew me away. It also really focused more on a cooperative experience rather than a single player one. Granted, you can play this game solo, which I've done, but this game is really designed to be enjoyed with friends. The first time I actually really played this, I brought it with me to visit my cousin in Toronto, and we spent most of the weekend playing this in split screen. I was extremely excited when Borderlands 3 was finally announced, but what was even better was that the first game was finally getting a remaster, literally not even a week after they officially announced the remaster was out. I have to say, playing through the remaster, it looks absolutely beautiful. While the main art style isn't changed completely, it's updated with a 4K presentation for Pro, Xbox One X, and PC players. The colors really pop in all the environments that you visit. One minor issue I had though was the opening cutscenes for all the DLCs seem to be not updated. They seem to be in a lesser video quality. It's not a game breaker, but it was noticeable to say the least. The core gameplay is there and unchanged, which isn't bad. I really enjoyed the gameplay then and still do. Obviously the main drive is to level up, unlock skills, and find better gear. When you play the game, you have 4 character options. You have Roland the Soldier, Mordecai the Hunter, Lilith the Siren, and Brick the Berserker. Way back I played as Brick and a little as Roland. This time around, I decided to play as Lilith. Honestly, she works really well as a solo character. Once you level up her special, it can be used as a way to take the heat off of you and regenerate health. That's always been one of the best parts about this game though, the character diversity. Each one has their own unique ability and 3 skill trees to pick from. What's nice is you're not limited to one skill tree. As you keep leveling, you can add points into perks from all 3. The story itself is fun and enjoyable. Having experienced Borderlands 2, I have to admit, the first game isn't as strong with the story, but it was the starting point. A lot of the credit for the strength of Borderlands 2's story goes to Handsome Jack and all the characters who were built up in this first game. It's a Batman Begins, the Dark Knight situation in my opinion. Neither of them are bad. In fact, both are great, but the sequel takes the momentum of the first game and builds it up so much more. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll touch upon Borderlands 2 later on in another video. Borderlands Remastered also offers all the DLCs that were released, which includes the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, Mad Moxie's Underdome Riot, the Secret Armory of Dr. Nox, and Claptrap's New Robot Revolution. Considering you get the base game, all 4 DLCs, and these beautiful updated graphics, it's so well worth picking up. The price is really fair as well. Here in Canada, it's only $29.99, which isn't that bad when you compare it to a remaster like Assassin's Creed 3, which was released at $49.99. Borderlands was and still is an extremely fun experience that has enough content to let you sink in a large amount of time in. It's also one of those games, at least for me, where you can play multiple times to experience each character. If you've never experienced the first game, are itching for a new looter shooter, or just want to get refreshed in time for Borderlands 3, do yourself a favor and pick this up. Really, that's all that needs to be said. On that note, this has been Newstalgia. Stay tuned for next time.